from the side of Simplicity.
Yeah, the Europeans were pretty much thinking the same thing. I talked to them especially about game number 1, and they said the same thing that I mentioned at the end, where they said, like, why did False fly? You don't fly, you are on the core immediately, you win that game. So they think we could have gotten the 3-mapper here in that race. I would have loved that, because those 2 games were awesome. Give me 3 maps of that and I'm a happy panda. But well, we're heading into our final best of 3 of the day, everybody. Tomorrow, obviously, we're heading into the final rounds. We got Diamond Hands now coming up against Big Push. Alderac Pass is going to be our first map. I gotta say, UNA boys, you like weird maps. Starting maps like Alderac Pass several times on the starting map, Volskaya earlier.
Hey, that's like, fair, man. I don't know
what's going on with that. What's happening here?
They're crazy. They want the games to go 30 minutes, all right? They want us to be fatigued for tomorrow, but...
Yeah, mission accomplished. I mean, 35 minutes earlier is like the longest game that I had in a while on Volskaya, so yeah. No, also, because I have a rule by now, every single time I run a tournament, and currently I run most in Europe, I just ban Volskaya. It's not available. It's like, thankfully all the players agree. They was like, yeah, we don't like it either. But at some point I just came in and said, like, guys, you can have any map, I don't care, but this map is not going to be in my map pool anymore. I was like, get it out.
Yeah, no, which I think is such a fair thing. I mean, there's so many long, drawn-out games, and it's just kind of lame that the objective doesn't really do that much, right? More than anything, it's like...
I mean, I think at this point, the fountain change maybe influences a little bit, but beforehand, the rotation was always the same. I mean, obviously, sometimes you get this game, you know, that just goes crazy. There's fights in the early game that shouldn't happen.
But generally, 90% of the games.
Yeah, 90% of the games, it was always the same rotation. From the middle, rotate top side, try and take the fountain down, get that objective, rotate third, and it's like, honestly, it felt always you could cast it blindfolded for like the first 15 minutes or so. And yeah, I'm happy that that map is not in a lot of pools. Alderac, I can get behind that. We don't get it too often. But here you started as the first map, and I'm like, all right.
Well, and it's Diamond Hands, it looks like, that's taking us here. I mean, it was Simplicity that took us to Volskaya, right? Yeah. That was their map choice. So Diamond Hands are the one pulling out the Alderac Pass. And I'll be curious to see what they go with here. I mean, I'm going to say it again. What do you think about Vikings? You know, Drew, known to be the Vikings player, take 3. He's not going to fucking pick it. We know I'm just memeing here, but like, you know, potentially we could get a Vikings.
Are you going to pull a J-How here? You're going to mention the hero so long in the hope that it is finally going to be picked? It's like Butcher.
No. Okay, but mine's at least got some merit. Mine's not a Butcher, all right? I know Cho'Gall is the one that Baja is always obsessed with, too. It's like...
Hey, I called it.
Yeah, you did, though. We actually did get a Cho'Gall. That's crazy to me. Okay, so it looks like Diamond Hands actually didn't pick it, so that's why we saw the remake coming out. Okay. So it looks like Big Push Power is the one that's going to be taking us to Alderac Pass here, as it looks like Falsehead, a global taken away, and a Junkrat.
I'm actually a little bit disappointed that they banned Falsehead. I really feel that Godfilth did such a great job with Falsehead and Volskaya. I would have loved them to play the global again. They played the macro game so much better, I have to say. Simplicity, yes, they won the series, and I think deservedly so. They played better in total. But when it comes to the global of it, then I feel Godfilth did such a great job there. And he had so much value on this first map. I would have loved for them to try it again here.
No, I agree. I mean, Godfilth is a player that I actually don't feel like has enough respect on his name. I think he's one of the best North American assassin players, if not, you know, top 5 in, like, let's say CCL right now as far as assassin players go. Like, we don't see him necessarily match up on 0 ping against someone like Dino, who I think is the best assassin player. But as far as North America goes, you know, he's a pretty new player to the competitive scene, but I feel like he consistently, you know, Phoenix, no one else pulls out Phoenix or plays it as well as he does. We saw how powerful his fall stat was. I just feel like I'm excited to watch him develop throughout 2022 and to see, you know, in 2023 what type of heroes the Storm and what caliber of player that he is at that point.
Jojo again made it through. I mean, we're going to see what Godfilth is going to get to emphasize your point there a little bit, but we have the early Sylvana, so that doesn't come as a surprise. Hoga also really solid, but then Johanna again making it through the draft and immediately picked first. Bans against Malfurion here too, so Stukov is still wide open. You got Lucio if you want to have the quick rotations on the map. Dehaka, top lane, would still be up, and also Blaze. If you get Jojo Blaze, you are in for some really good team fights.
Yeah, that's such a strong front line there. And it's pretty interesting bans this series, I mean, compared to the last one. Double DPS with the Junkrat Hanzo, as it looks like it is going to be the Lucio and the Lunara, so they don't prioritize the Blaze here. They recognize, hey, they have Hogger. They're probably not going to pick up another offlaner. Maybe we can get that later on, and we can secure ourselves a priority support as well as those priority damage.
You're not going to be in a bad spot. They ban out Blaze, you still left the Haka open, you can go for Urel. Both of them are absolutely solid. You could even try and flex Jojo again in the side lane position and go for another main tank, so it's not going to be a problem. And you see what gets banned. They ban a main tank because, like, yeah, you might actually move Jojo again onto the side lane, So what are we afraid of? Let's get rid of that Anubarak engage.
Yeah, and with the Diablo ban, I think that's basically screaming, all right, we're just going to have a main tank Johanna. You
Yeah.
know, we're not sad with it, but they were flexing it and just, you know, and it got them an Anubarak ban out of this. So, I mean, 2 tanks have been bound. The pool has been shrunk for the side of big push power. Maybe looking at a Muradin here, maybe a Stitches. I mean, beyond that, it's kind of like you're into the less high-tier tanks.
Yeah, so double pick coming in now. Support is also going to be a question. Are we going to get a Brightwing here for a bit of glow?
Oh, the slug!
All right, that's bonus point. That's style points already. I don't care if they lose this one or not, but that's style points right there.
Is this Khaldor fan club that we're casting?
Sexy
or like,
Exy with the Abatha. I'm liking it. Dehaka plus Abby, so you can go in straight with the global.
Okay, if they want the Michael stamp of approval, you want to know what their last pick is?
Are we talking Vikings again?
Illidan!
Now, Zeratul would also do well.
Okay.
Zeratul is also fine, but yes, Illidan, if you go full YOLO, then...
Full YOLO, yeah. But I guess they don't have support, so it probably wouldn't be very good. They're probably going to round the comp out with
Abatha
the
solo support.
That's true. I mean, they have 2 offlaners, which is kind of why I'm thinking about it.
Oh!
Yeah, they...
Full cancer.
Ooh!
Samuro
So
and Abatha,
this
so
is
we
why
get the
they took
copy.
us to Alcarog Pass. This is why.
Okay.
They had a strat they wanted to run, and this is it. This is their strat.
I like it. Even if it fails, I don't care.
Yes.
They have an idea. They come in. I'd say they're clearly the underdog here.
Yeah, I
but
would agree.
They come in, they have an idea, and they say, like, boys, let's just go for it.
Yes.
Let's all play standard. We have a little bit of something that we can try. Let's throw a curveball. Maybe it hits. But yeah, I love that one. And Abatha Samuro, if you get that on structures, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's insanely annoying. Like, you can push with this composition everywhere on the map. You have the Sylvanas push, you have then also Abatha helping Samuro out. You can make the same play with Dehaka. So this comp is at least annoying.
Oh.
Even if it doesn't work, super annoying. Any other Abatha, what do you want?
Well, and the thing is, they are the underdogs coming into this series,
Yes.
right? Diamond Hands, for sure, one of the top 3 things. We'll see how tomorrow ends up playing out. But with their composition, they have a very clear and defined strategy, right? It's Rat Dota. We're going to have Samuro split pushing. We're going to have Sylvanas split pushing. Dehaka's a global, right? So it can go help in one of the other sides of the map. And Hogger is going to be clearing waves and on cooldown doing that bruiser camp in the mid lane. And that is literally what the Hogger is going to be doing for the majority of the game. But that's like one of the most critical roles. So I actually really like this composition. And, you know, I think the Grey Mane for Gotfilth is a very good pickup, right? Provides their own siege, their own counter push. But you know, I still think Diamond Hands is favored. I still think their draft has the tools to be able to defend this. But I think big push power definitely has the chance here to catch them off guard.
Yeah. Nintori is going to rock it on Imperius. We have Kelsia on Lunara, Caesar Salad with Jojo up at the front, got Filth with Greymane, and obviously we still also got June in with Lucio.
Yeah, and then on the right, in the red, we've got C2, D2 playing Dehaka, Sexy Exy on the Abathur. We've got Samuro being played by Final Sand, Sylvanas being played by Mike, and Sovereign on that Hogger.
Abatha immediately here in the middle. But yeah, like, it's a little bit of a different style. As you already said, they're going to try and play around them. We've got the solo support Abby here. We had them in the past a bit, but they're obviously not looking for big team fights. They're trying to exploit the size of the map as best as they can. And the danger with the Sylvanas push like this is that you overstay. So I like that they fall back here. Can they get away? Yeah, all right. So they're able to get out. But there's nothing worse than when you have this early push going on, your opponent rotates in, you get a bit too greedy, and it's like, if we just stay 1 more second, we can take the tower down, then you lose 3 heroes because of it.
Well, and good discipline from them, right? I mean, they basically get the tower. That's something that later in the game is going to fall. But yeah, you just can't get too greedy. Take your small pushes and just keep getting them all around the map. And I'll be curious to see, so it is going to be the hat build, the healing build coming out from that Samuro, but already on time, you see Greymane as well as Hogger both instantly on their respective siege camps, just getting that out. This is the name of the game on this objective. If you're in solo queue, if you're playing quick match and you're on Ultrac Pass, pick a hero that can do PvE and kill this camp, and I guarantee you'll get an MMR.
Yeah. I mean, every single time this thing is up, it needs to immediately be taken. And that's, as you said, that's probably the biggest mistake that a lot of the amateur teams make. It's just such a powerful camp, and even with the boss up, it's always the mid lane push that you need to be especially careful about. Now, well, at the same time, with Abatha, obviously, you're going to have a bit of a rough time with the early objective, so you need to be careful on that. So pushing has to be the name of the game, and they should be able to do a lot of work there, especially if they're able to execute good rotations with Sylvanas and get her in a good position. But yeah, this could be a fun one. And it's honestly annoying to play against. If you're the blue team and you make a mistake or two, then you are easily falling behind in structures and lose a fort.
No, definitely. I mean, and this is a game that's losable and that can get snowballed out of control. Even if they get ahead, if they, over chase, this team has the ability. Oh, as actually a good tongue connecting onto June here, and that's going to be Lucio falling, and khaldor gets out with about 1 HP. And one thing to note, all right, let's say Big Push Power ends up winning this game. Diamond Hands.
By the way, how funny is it?
No, it would be so funny.
That they're literally called Big Push Power.
I know. And they're like Rat Dota is their comp right now.
I didn't even think about that until now.
Yeah.
That's actually glorious.
That is pretty good. I mean, they probably knew that as they were prepping this strat. But what I was going to say is that they just lost 2-0 to Simplicity in a very close series, right?
Yeah.
Their mental is already a bit frayed, and now they're going into this match. This is their decider, their tournament decider. They didn't want to come out and lose on the first day, and if they go down 1-0, that's definitely a situation where some of that mental fatigue can start to play a factor.
Oh, absolutely. They've been playing on the stage already, and yeah, that's a really good point. But here they lose khaldor. I would have loved it if they had a team that's like calls himself We Play Cho'Gall.
Big Cho'Gall every game.
Everybody's just announcing strategies for the teammates right now.
5-head.
Big Push Power. Game 2 is Zagara.
Yes, honestly. Like Zagara, Murky, Abba. Here we go.
Oh, God. You can't ban heroes against us. We'll always find something.
We'll always find
Asmodee, and let's go.
True.
Oh, beautiful. But yeah, so kill for kill. We got level 7 for both of them. Objective is already up, and in this case, they make a bit of an early play for it. Ooh. With Abathur, you always got to be careful there, but yeah, they go for some more, and he gets the assist. So Abathur is helping him to escape. Good job. Well done.
Yeah, Samuro just such a hard hero to actually kill and chase down, especially with that Abathur helping them out. Okay, I was wondering if Gottfilth would go for the Q build. We've been seeing people go for the Gilnean cocktails more often these days, as it did get buffed, but still opting into the range. I think it's pretty solid. I mean, you are playing only into 4 heroes, so your cast will get a bit less, as Final Stand here is going to start backdooring the point and is going to be able to cap it. I don't think Caesar Salad's going to get there in time, and this is the power of that Samuro just being a nuisance. And during all of this, Dahaka split pushing, Abathur's catching some soak, and the rest of their team is just getting value elsewhere.
Full on push strategy on all lanes. Love it. Yeah, so for Diamond Hands, this is definitely an annoying game to play, but once there's this breaking point that you oftentimes have with a strategy like this, and if they get enough momentum, the blue team in particular, they can really exploit that. But you have to be careful, because that's Samuro, as we highlighted earlier, with Abathur. If you get him on structures with copies of the level 10 later and all of it, then you can do a whole lot of damage and easily take them down. But again, we're all in the game. We got a kill for each team, a bit of an experience lead thus far for Diamond Hands. And they are trying to prevent the objective from being capped by the red team. And given the fact that they don't have a support, I gotta say, with that Abathur in the early game, they're doing fairly well here.
Yeah, it's down to 6.9 seconds, but they're not going to be able to stop it. Dahaka did Z in to try and get a little bit of more time there. I don't think he has any more essence, though, as Dahaka may potentially... Okay, I lie. C2D2 said, bro, we play this comp all the time. You think I don't know my limits? And they got the Mool. The freaking rats are out, baby.
Yeah, and if they win the objective, that would be kind of funny. But there's no exploiting Abathur's lack of a body in these team fights until level 10. So, do they play Monstrosity? Is that an A thing still?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Please tell me no.
Listen, I don't know. I haven't watched this team play, okay? I don't know what Big Push Power, what they're going to pull out.
You got to go copy with Samuro.
That's what I think. That's what I was going to say, is I think Samuro copy is just too strong. But who knows? Maybe they just full commit. Bladestorm, by the way. Yeah, they do go copy. Okay.
Bladestorm and copy. Okay.
Which I think is decent. I mean, I don't know. I think Bladestorm does provide a bit more burst. You have the Wailing Arrow, potentially can blow up the Lucio, blow up the Greymane, or the Lunara. Lunara did go Stormwood Vines. So, recognizing Abathur's a solo hero, wants to get out a lot of that AoE, but I actually think that's a pick that they may regret if they do end up losing this game, because that extra mobility, that extra escape could be pretty big. As Final Stand here on the Samuro, trying to escape, does get Blessed Shield.
Oh, and Sylvanas also down. Yeah, they're losing both now. So Sylvanas is down, and so is Samuro.
Oh.
And they lose khaldor. Oh, that hurts. That level 10 just kicked Diamond Hands into overdrive, and now they are, of course, exploiting the numbers advantage ruthlessly.
Wow.
Yeah, that hurts. Objective, Ford at the top and the mid lane gets attacked, and with Greymane and Lunara, they can probably destroy both. Ooh, that one flipped quickly.
Well, and the momentum you were mentioning, Khaldor, this is the swing, right?
Yeah.
They just got 1-4. They're definitely going to get this top 4 as well, assuming something crazy doesn't happen. I think Kelsier will get this with the objective, and potentially will get the bot for it as well. And then you're split pushing, you know, you're being top, bottom, and mid all of a sudden becomes way more scary because you don't have forts to retreat back to. You're no longer safe on the map.
Yeah, and the brutal thing also is that, of course, now the objective is pushing in, so all of this has happened without the help of the cavalry. And yeah, top fort is going to be gone. Bot fort very likely also eliminated. They might even be able to make a play for a wall or two at the keep. So this is rough. This looked pretty okay, honestly, for the red team for a long time. But once level 10 abilities were there.
Ooh, ISO comes out, not going to connect. Dahaka falling very low here. And I believe they are going to be a dead one. Actually, maybe the turnaround!
The play! Look at him, C2, D2.
Sheesh.
He's going to fall here eventually, but trading into that was awesome.
Yeah, June going a bit too aggressive, assuming that Haka was dead, wanting the next kill on the Sylvanas, and actually makes it so Imperius loses their life. But yeah, top fort gone, mid fort gone, bot fort gone. And yeah, you're sad you lost the Imperius, but you're pretty happy with the last like 5 minutes in the sequence of how it's gone.
Yeah, and of course now it's also reflected in the experience lead that they're running here. They have a talent advantage. They are 1.5 levels ahead. The top lane is completely destroyed. Only the keep standing. Everything else already gone. So yeah, that was big. It was a big lead, and now bosses are obviously up for grabs, so they're going to go for those immediately.
Yeah, Dahaka Zing bottom, Samuro here as well, so it looks like they're just going to opt into the boss trade, but I mean, they do have Mule, so if they can save this boss from actually killing their keep, they will be able to bring their keep back to life, but they've lost this top wall. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the side of Diamond Hands look to force the issue and look to finish this top keep.
And they got Greymane and they got Lunara. So you have Lunara where now Thornwood Vines is really going to help you to poke. If you're trying to go for keep, you have the distance. And if you get Greymane just close enough with Worgen form, even if he dies for it, as long as you get the keep, you're fine.
Yeah, definitely.
We need Mule buffed. Mule needs to be able to rebuild things.
Could you imagine just like rebuilding your keeps? That would bring Abathur back to the meta for sure.
Yeah.
There you go, Khaldor. You'd have Abba every game.
Have you ever heard about my amazing Abathur idea that would bring it back?
Okay, tell me.
I've never heard?
No.
Create a new ult. We call it Bitch Slap. And it pretty much means if Abathur hits anybody from behind, you one-shot them.
it's like, what is it, like Halo? If you like hit them in the back, they instantly die?
As long as you kill them, as long as you slap them from behind, you one-shot. Imagine the possibilities.
That would be pretty epic.
Abathur. Medivh Abathur. You walk.
You're portaling him in, insta-shielding him so he doesn't tie. He tries to hit, he misses, goes back through the portal, waits for like 5 seconds, does it again. Oh my gosh. Listen, that would be pretty good.
The possibilities are endless. Endless.
Yeah,
any bush that you walk past, you're immediately panicking.
True. The possibilities of me getting Abathurs in my Storm League griefing me and just Zing into the team fight, hitting them in the face, doing 10 damage and insta-dying. Yeah.
You drag someone past Abathur, Abathur comes in like,
it's like you're finally
Gust,
your
the corner, Abathur appears, and he's like going man mode on you. Dude, it would be glorious.
I see it. There would be a lot of play potential, that's for sure.
Yeah. But nobody listens to me for some reason. So.
Yeah, rough. I mean,
bring the slug back. Team slug. Team slug.
Slug for president.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That was unfortunately for the Fleabag. Hogger down, and they are working on both of the keeps now. So it's not only the one in the middle they're attacking, but the top one has also taken damage. And Mule can only do so much.
Yeah, as Final Stand here, trying to stall out the objective. Only needs about 6 more seconds to know. Not going to be able to get it. Dahaka pushing out this top lane, which is very good for them. Trying to get 16. Also trying to save this top keep when the objective does come in. I actually would have liked to see the Mule on the top keep. I mean, your mid keep's dead. And being able to just heal that top keep up a little bit more would have been good. The only issue here for me is it's like, okay, yeah, big push power is kind of running them around, is kind of stopping them from pushing, but they haven't gotten any forts. And also, I don't think their comp scales better, right? Like, maybe when they hit level 20 with double hat, that'll be pretty powerful, but I just don't really see a world where they're able to actually win these team fights. Actually, Nintori here, a bit caught out. Oh, a good ultimate, though, getting himself closer in position to June on that Lucio's final stand, going to be doing the Blade Storm and just losing their life. Hogger going in as well, khaldor, but this looks pretty disastrous for the side of Big Push Power.
Yeah, final stand makes it out, but the Hogger dies, and then shortly after, final stands meets his final moment. Down goes Sylvanas. That's an easy triple kill, and now obviously the entire map is fully opened up. The core is already getting attacked. They're moving straight in for it. The top keep will fall one way or another. There's only Abathur left and Hogger. That's just not enough. That is game number 1 right here. They're going to take it quickly. So yeah, nicely done. Well played. There's no chance anymore for Big Push Power to save this one, especially, of course, with the cavalry pushing through both lanes still. And that should just be it right there. Yeah, nicely done. 10 kills to 2, 3-level lead towards the end there. That was definitely a bit of a chance towards the mid-game where it seemed like the red team could be dangerous to them. But they got those 3 kills, and then all forts were lost in one single push. And that was just that flip moment that we talked about.
Yeah, and that's a hard situation. I mean, they got the first objective to about 6 seconds. Big Push Power, right? If they're able to actually secure that, if they're able to stall it out a little bit more, maybe that's a completely different game. And like you said, I like seeing them pull that out. I like seeing them go for that, you know, Big Push Power composition. It definitely is not traditional. It didn't end up working out. They lost the game that we all just watched. But, you know, being the underdogs in this series, I think, you know, taking them to this Alterac Pass, using this comp that you've practiced, that, you know, you're comfortable on, that's definitely a winning move and a winning strategy.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point it's also important that we remind everybody that slug shame is not the way to deal with this game. Abathur did what he could. He really put in the work, and it was definitely not his fault that they lost.
He was the top damage, so, like, he is the best player on their team. That's the rules of Heroes of the Storm. Top damage in the game, actually, so literally better than all those masters, all those top 5 players on the side of Diamond Hands. As the top damage of that game, he's definitely the best player.
Yeah, so Abathur, you can still pick him. He's great, I promise.
And Bitch Slap, the new ultimate, coming to a home near you in the next couple of months once Blizzard watches this broadcast.
Yeah, I've been talking about it for a couple of months, but they've just been ignoring me. It's like it's actually sad.
It's not just you. They're ignoring all of us, man. Fucking tragic.
Feels bad, man.
Feels Sag. Hopefully, Daddy Microsoft. You know, hopefully
yeah, maybe I should write a letter or something.
Yes, yes. Dear Microsoft, dear Bill Gates. You know, you're not running the company anymore, but can you? Yes.
Morales, Abathur. The slug in the medevac behind them.
Okay. I thought you were going to go the other way with Stim Drone. And, like, you know, he gets stimmed, Z's it. Like,
Uther,
oh,
Morales. Uther Morales.
So you have Uther Morales, Abathur. What else are you getting in your... Where's your wave clear, khaldor? How do you finish this off? You just have, like, Johanna... I don't know.
Oh, what do you mean wave clear? You're farming the opponent's team.
True.
Divine Shield and Slap Power. It's like, it's glorious.
It would be
Bloodlust.
You're running 5 supports at this point. Like, you just have to finish it off. You need a global, get some Brightwing. You Emerald Win onto the Abathur, push them away.
Oh, this is too good.
Last series of the day, you know, we're pushing through for y'all. If you're enjoying this Hawks action, make sure and hit that follow. Also, follow this man khaldor on Twitter. He's, you know, posting all kinds of great pictures, nice things. You know, check out how the event.
Boys.
Yeah, bathrobe.
A lot of bathrobe pictures for Mascarade.
You can see Mask in a bathrobe, all right? Yeah. It's great.
Oh, God.
Oh, and also, shout out our sponsor, Lumidux. You know, get yourself some blue light glasses.
Dragonshire. We have a real map? What happened?
I don't know. I'm still waiting for Abathur. I'll believe it when I see it.
And Rexar gets banned. The king of Dragonshire gets banned immediately.
I mean,
always feels a little bit bad. So it's like the one map that he still shines, and he very rarely gets it. To be fair, he gets a little bit more play in Europe than I think he gets in A. But
did they run it 4-man as well, or always solo for the Rexar?
Huh?
In Europe, did they run it as like a 4-man Rexar ever, or is it always kind of solo lane? Yeah.
I mean, most of the time solo, but we have seen he was actually really, really popular for some time. We saw him on pretty much nearly any map, and now it's mostly Dragonshire again. Occasionally, depending on the comp and how it works out, you see him on another map too. Battlefield even or Tomb, but generally speaking, it's Dragonshire where he excels the most.
That makes sense.
Nubarak banned as well. I mean, in winning that top lane or winning the objective on the top lane, just put so much pressure on the 4-man. That's just crazy.
Yeah, the Nubarak ban's interesting. I mean, I guess they're first pick, so they don't have to ban the Johanna. And I guess I haven't really cared about this Duke-off. I maybe would have liked to see something like a Falstad. I feel like the global's pretty strong on this map. Got Filth, if they were watching that last series, is a very strong Falstad player. So, you know, if they end up picking the first pick Johanna here, Stuka, Falstad sounds like a pretty good one too. In for
Dehaka,
response.
Falstad, one of the two, yes, especially now that Brightwing is banned too. Thing is, if you're missing out, top is always interesting once that Rexa is banned because you can literally go Urel, Dehaka, Blaze, Leo. I mean, even Malthael if you wanted to, but the first three probably priority there. Okay. Then you have Hogger always in the mix as well.
So they don't care about the Johanna. I feel like that's maybe a mistake. Very strong hero. But, you know, Sovereign seems to really prioritize playing this Hogger. Does provide a lot of PvE. I don't feel like this is the best Hogger map. No. I feel like Alterac Pass, something like Infernal Shrines would definitely be higher priority for them. But, you know, still a strong, powerful hero. But the question is, what does Diamond Hands go for here? Okay, they don't care about Johanna either. They go Lucio, Sylvanas. All right, khaldor.
You can rotate and really go for the side lane pushes with those two as well. The speed bonus that Lucio gives you is just great for these quick rotations. And it also makes it really dangerous if you're getting a good tank with a stun that can initiate early so you can start hunting people on lanes down. I still expect that side laners to take more of a priority here and also globals.
Like, okay, so just how you called Cho'Gall, I'm calling Vikings.
Okay.
We'll see if it happens.
I'm okay with Vikings.
But, like, they got the Sylvanas early. They got the Lucio early. They banned away Brightwing and Junkrat, you know. They're the team that whipped out Cho'Gall as well when they were up 1-0. So, like, you know, maybe they'll show Vikings and Cho'Gall in the first day and just, you know, terrify Simplicity and Team Wa.
But then again, have you called Vikings 5 times?
Yes, I have called Vikings 5 times. All right, 1 out of 5, 20% win rate. It's fine. It's fine. I'm about to miss this too and be very sad, but it's cool.
I'm okay with it. Probably they heard you at this point. So, yeah, so there we got the Lunara and the Tychus ban. I wouldn't mind. If you have a strong push 4-man, I like the Viking idea. Dragonshire isn't bad for that either.
It all comes down to this, my Viking prediction. We've got 13 seconds to see if I'm right or wrong. It's
you just pay them at some point.
Yes.
Like
June, I'll PayPal you. Quick, can you hear me? Pick. But yeah, Murden and Malthael. Okay, so still an option, but probably freaking not. All right,
I think at that point you're out. I'm sorry.
Malthael 4-man? What? You've never seen it before? You don't think it's good? Okay, yeah. Vikings are not getting picked. It's fine. I'm never predicting it again. It's cool.
And we get Zeratul. Yeah, you're not going to see any Vikings.
It's a great Zeratul. What do you mean? Vikings never died a Lee Ming or Zeratul.
Yeah. Phoenix. Let's go once again. So we get the Phoenix. Got Sylvanas. But I am still a little bit shocked. Like, no Falstad, no Dehaka on Dragonshire. We don't have Blaze. We don't have Urel. Yeah. I'm like, all right. I mean, they called the Malthael earlier as the 4th option, but I would have expected one of the like the other 3 to be picked here. So
first,
yeah, I don't know.
Looks like Gotfilth actually opting to play the Sylvanas over Phoenix. So Kelsier going to be the one on Phoenix. Generally consider that to be a Gotfilth hero. And something I do know that Diamond Hands likes to do on this map with a Phoenix is to kind of set up some sort of a 1-3-1, right? You have Phoenix playing bot side, Malthael playing top side, and Mura, Lucio, Sylvanas clearing mid and roaming between, right? Use that Lucio speed. You have 2 strong solo laners on each side of the map. So that way, you know, let's say they show top, your Phoenix can step up bottom, potentially pressure that shrine. So we'll see how it kind of ends up playing, but that is something in the past when I've seen them play Phoenix on this map that they do like to, in the mid game, kind of opt for those 1-3-1 situations.
Without the globals. I mean, we're heading in right now, so we're going to check this one out and see which team is taking this. Obviously, we could have a quick end of the day here now with a 2-0 victory. But, yep, let's get the show on the road there.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, we got Mike on Li Ming. Final status playing Andrew this time. Sovereign is going for Diablo. Sexy X is on Diablo. My bad. We have him on Hogger, Sovereign. And C2D2, last but not least, is playing Zeratul.
And then on the left, in the blue, we've got Caesar's Salad playing the Murden, Nintori on the Malthael, Kelsier playing that Phoenix, Sylvanas being played by Gotfilth, and June playing the Lucio.
Okay, so all eyes on Zeratul for the time being. But yeah, definitely the pressure on the blue team for now. Can they make the play and get the 2-0 or not? That's the bigger question here. Also, all the way up at the top, the Sylvanas push as usual. This time not... Oh, they actually have a lot of time on this one. That gets zoned out quite nicely. Yeah, Meridian has to be careful as Diablo makes the engage, but they got a lot of damage.
They're
here.
still
Oh my god,
getting
not only against the tower, they nearly took down Zeratul too.
Wow, that's a lot for the side of Diamond Hands here, as it looks like Caesar Salad chasing down the Zeratul, getting another stack for themselves, and it looks like Phoenix is actually going to be on the top side here. Nintori going to be bottom here against the Hogger. And I'm not sure which team opted to go into this lane setup. Actually, it does look like it was Big Push Power, as they want the Hogger to instantly start that night camp. And, you know, we'll see if Diamond Hands actually sniffs this out and contests it. Looks like they're not, as they are walking to their own sieges, but yeah, Hogger insta-starting the Bruisers.
That's a pretty aggressive one.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, and that is going to backfire. That's a problem. That was super aggressive, and again, honestly, it's one of those gambles. If it works out for you,
you don't even gain that much, though. That's the thing. Even if it works out, it's like you get a little bit of experience. But now that it didn't work out, they have sieges and they have bruisers. Because what happened is Diamond Hands, you saw Caesar Salad, he checked the siege camp of Big Push Power, and it's like, what the hell's going on here? You guys aren't doing your siege camp? Okay, there's only one place that Hogger can actually be, and that's the bot Knights.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on timing a little bit. If you take him at the right moment, then the siege giant's already past the gate and he can maybe apply pressure. But in this situation, obviously, they did not only lose a hero, they lost the camp. Now it's a double push against them. They are behind in experience, meaning they're one talent back. This is one of those plays in the early game that can literally ruin the entire game for you.
Yeah. I mean, now you're down pretty much a level. You've lost your whole first wall.
Yeah, this is a good example, too. For example, now they're stealing the camp on the right side. And I've seen so many games where you have one team going for their camp, the other team invades, and then you're literally rolling the dice. If you lose 2 heroes there and you don't even get the camp, then all of a sudden you fall so far behind, and this is more or less what we're observing here now. Structural damage, experience lead for the blue team. They steal away the mercenary camp. I mean, this couldn't go any better as far as early games are concerned.
Oh, Gothfilth actually falling very low here. But yeah, if you're the side of Diamond Hands, you're very happy with how this early game's gone. This first 2 minutes and 40 seconds. As, you know, Kelsier on that Phoenix on the top side is pressuring very hard into the Zeratul. May actually get a solo kill, is going to be able to do it, and lives to tail the tail. And, yeah, this game went from bad to worse very quickly for Big Push Power.
Kelsey has been watching some of those God Filth games and has been saying, like, you think you're the only one who can get solo kills? Let me show you how it's done.
If Kelsier is, you know, on the broadcast, he says, what do you mean watching those games? I taught God Filth everything he knows, you know, because that's how the NA players do it. But level 7 closely approaching for the side of Diamond Hands, going to be finishing up this Bruiser camp with Nintori. And I would expect to see them maybe use this level 7 and Bruiser camp to try and channel the DKS. XYXY is going to go in, pushing Kelsier into the wall, doing a little bit of damage, but level 7 has been achieved, so I would expect to see Big Push Power to just back up here.
Dibble's already a little bit low here. At least the control on the shrines, but now the level 7 talent is in. You can't fight for that anymore. So with the extra talent, we already have also a Skullcracker ready for Murden, and yeah, they are ready to crack some skulls at the top lane. Moving in for another quick kill. Zeratul so far gets out, but here comes Phoenix. They're trying to make the play for him. Everybody is so low here, but it's Kelsier who eats the most damage towards the back end of the fight and nearly goes down.
Yeah, if they can cap top, though, Malthael will be in a position middle where you potentially could get the DK here. Gottfilth as well. C2D2 just walking right past, going to be trying to get onto that bot shrine. I don't think he's going to be able to make it in time, though, as Malthael instantly starts the channel.
Yep, and that is the first Dragonite of the game. 2 kills to 0, 1 level lead. Diamond Hands coming in with another kill attempt, and this time they're locking Anduin down. Anduin eliminated, the Nicardo of the Nexus is gone, and in the mid lane, they're making a play for the next fort here with the Dragonite and also Sylvanas. I mean, this is looking fantastic for the blue team.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Diamond Hands putting in work this game. I mean, got the DK, got the mid fort, probably going to be able to get this bottom fort as well, as Kelsier and June are also going to be pressuring the top fort. And yeah, I mean, this is about as good of an early game as you get. 5 minutes in, almost 3 forts up, leading in kills as well.
It's only going to get worse because level 10 is going to kick in any second, and then you have nearly 2 levels where your opponent doesn't have heroics and you are running them. Now that we also have Hogger eliminated, it extends the lead even further. I mean, they're going deep on this one. Nintori gets out, at least finally a kill, and that's the first one. Zeratul comes in and finishes Phoenix off. Protoss against Protoss. That's how I like it, you know? Don't even have to get the Zerg or the Terrans involved. That the pros kill themselves.
Well, are you a dirty Protoss player, man, or what? Or
I'm just hating on them right now.
Okay,
no,
cool,
I'm a Zerg. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm a Zerg player too. Sorry. I'm not
a dirty cannon rusher. What are you talking about?
Okay, cool. I was about to lose so much respect for you, though, Khaldor.
No.
If you said I'm a Protoss player, I'd have been like,
no, I use other buttons than A move.
Cool. Yeah. And broken heroes. Heroes, that's not right. Units.
Death ball. Colossus all the time is like.
I play Protoss. I go 4-gate. You know, it's like so hard. And like, oh wow.
4-gate, 5-gate, or Colossus Death Ball.
Oh, cool. You ever heard of an Oracle? Okay,
I actually went a little bit deeper on my strategy, and now I'm able to cannon rush as well.
Nice. It's a very high tech. Only the pros do that one.
Oh
actually.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you don't understand. This cannon rush is special.
Yes. I built 2 cannons, not 1. You know, it's like as Diamond Hands here getting back to the game. Level 10 about to be achieved for Big Push Power, but Diamond Hands pushing very hard here, getting the keep wall at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Have the Bruiser Camp pushing in as well. May just back off as level 10 is now being achieved for Big Push Power, and they have a window. They have an opportunity to make something happen. Yeah,
Zeratul now with the might of the Nerazim, as you would expect, and also we get Anduin with a potential follow-up here, so they can try and engage with the Light Bomb too. Dibbles is the only one that hasn't made a choice yet. We'll see that in a second, but now the push to the middle, to the top is there, trying to finish off the final fort in the game with ease, obviously. I mean, the rotation will come into late. Muradin's already securing the flank here. Caesar Seller just waiting for them to move in so that they can slow them down. But yeah, the fort's gone. That means that the entire outer ring is eliminated.
Yeah, they've also gotten that bot keep wall as well. Would really have liked to see Big Push Power maybe try and force the issue a bit more there. Opted to take their Bruiser Camp, but feel like they needed to go a bit more aggressive. I mean, half a level to 13 Diamond Hands is, and you know, if they get that, you're going to be in another disadvantaged situation. So, yeah, scary spot here if you're Big Push Power.
Yeah, Apocalypse gets taken, and then shortly after we have also the high 5 picked up for Lucio. So choices have been made. But the fight here in the middle, careful. 13 is ready, and they immediately pick it. Inevitable End is in now too. And we got the Bronzebeard Rage to try to make the play for Diablo once again. But it's Li Ming that falls first. That Phoenix shows no mercy. They try to go for Hogger. And God Filth is following up on Zeratul. 2 down, 4 down. They're nearly going for the 5-man wipe here. Look at him. Less than 10 HP, if I'm not mistaken there.
Yes.
Holy hell.
It was like exactly 10. Literally. It was literally 10 HP. Like, wow. Almost a full 5-person wipe. But, I mean, we'll take 4 in a DK if we have to. Like, I guess that's good enough. You know, the saving grace for Big Push Power. Oh, actually, the Vorpal coming out. But no, C2D2 going to be able to escape. They got a little bit of bruiser push in the top lane, but really, this is a disastrous situation so far. Potentially could be, I don't think it'll be a keep falling. They have pretty decent D, but they definitely could get more of an experience lead and win the race to 16 here, as they are already, you know, 2, almost 3 levels ahead. Yeah,
we're talking about huge advantage still in experience, and obviously with them picking up 1 kill after another, it just gets worse here for Big Push Power. So next lap is level 16. That's another talent advantage, and they are just murdering that bot lane. They're going for keep number 1, and we are only 9 minutes into the game. So they're absolutely dominating here from start to finish. Great showing from Diamond Hands. And yeah, they want to go out quickly. The boys are hungry.
Yeah, they're mad about that last series. They're mad they lost to Simplicity. They want revenge through the lower backhand. One thing to note, Mike on this Li Ming did end up actually opting into the level 4 ore build.
I love the realism here. They love to get revenge through that lower bracket.
You know, all right.
All right, Simplicity, not even Michael believes in you.
Okay, that's not true. It's like they have to go through the loser bracket even if, like, let's say Wa loses, you know? Like, definitely
that's how you meant it, exactly.
Possible, no, then they'll have to face Simplicity in the finals.
I totally believe you. That's how I meant it.
Counts. Okay, I would never doubt my former teammate, you know, Kure, an absolute monster. I believe. NA Pride, baby.
I think I saw a tear rolling down to Kure's cheek when he heard that.
Literally was crying in the crowd. He's like, oh, Michael doesn't believe. Sag.
Yeah, but there is now 3 levels, and they have the 16 talent, and now it gets real rough, because at this point, how you play out the next objective.
Oh.
If it ever comes to that, that's the bigger point. Mike gets saved here. Yeah, if he dies, if they are just starting to go for the next keep, then it's even more of a problem. But yeah, it's going to be real rough fighting for another objective here. And we still have a couple of mercenaries also up on the camp. If they can... no. If they can somehow snipe someone, that would be great. Zeratul sitting there and hoping for just someone to walk through that he can maybe chunk down a little bit, and someone else from the team helping out, Liming with one combo, maybe finishing the job. That would have been nice. But while we have Malthel taking the camp bot side, the rest of the team is just going through middle.
Oh, going for a light bomb plus Hortapult combo. Not going to be able to connect it, but Sylvanas able to get the unstoppable, able to get the E off, and Zeratul gets out with very low HP, but Diablo Sexy Exy is not going to be so lucky, losing their life as Zeratul going to get jumped on by Muradin, by Gottfilth, and going to fall. Mike trying to get Gottfilth on that Sylv, but not able to finish them off. Mike just wants at least one reset, please.
I don't even know why they go for the keep. They already have Siege Giants and a Catapult on the core, and there comes the next camp, so they take the keep down, but the core is wide open. So they can definitely try and end here, especially now that they're killing Hogger too. That has to be a 2-0. There's no way you save this anymore. 11.5 minutes in, and the core is just melting. Absolutely melting away. Nicely done. Very, very dominant performance. Very disciplined by Diamond Hands. And yeah, they secure the 2-0 victory and move on to the next round.
Yeah, sheesh. A very dominant performance from them, Diamond Hands. I mean, I feel like they played pretty well all day. They lost the series to Simplicity, but still felt like they definitely established themselves as one of those top 3 teams. And we've got a couple of teams really vying for it tomorrow. You know, I feel like Team Wa, Simplicity, Diamond Hands, all 3 of them are kind of neck and neck. I mean, we'll see. We need to see the EU versus NA tomorrow before we can fully say that. But I really, you know, walking away from today, I feel like any one of them can make it. And it really depends who shows up on tomorrow, you know?
Yeah, and with Diamond Hands, as we said, Simplicity won. They deserve to win. But that series could have gone the other way. So I want to see if Diamond Hands maybe, you know, shows up tomorrow and is able to like step it up a little bit, comes in with a little bit of anger from today. It's like, we shouldn't be here in the losers bracket. We're going to crush it now. But especially the winner bracket is something that we're looking forward to, because we have that AU versus NA battle. Simplicity played great. We're still looking to see, hey, Team Wa, they don't play with Dino. Makke did great today, but can they go up against one of the top NA teams and perform on the same level that they did earlier?
Definitely, and I'm excited to watch them battle it out in a best of 5, right? You know, best of 3s are fun, but I feel like a best of 5, you really know who the better team is coming out of that, right? A best of 3, it's like you can win a fudged map here or there, and then it's like, okay, all you need is one more. But really, with a best of 5, it all comes down to who's the better team, who prepared better, who has the better drafts. And yeah, I'm really excited to see that final match.
And you have a meta just simply developing between 2 teams too, where you have a couple of like picks in the early game, and then okay, from then you just like adjust a little bit to the opponent's draft, and that's something that we could see in the best of 5 more so than we do in the best of 3.
No, definitely, and it looks like we got Gottfilth here looking for an interview. Khaldor, you want to do this one again, or you want?
No, I'll jump out for this one.
You'll jump out for this one?
You on that?
All right, Gottfilth, come join me, my man. Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Advancing to the next day. First off, how you feeling after that last series?
Pretty good. We didn't get knocked out. I've been really sad if we lost.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it sucks we're in the losers bracket already, but I think we have a pretty good chance of making it to the finals still.
Yeah, I mean, so the team that knocked you into the losers basket was Simplicity. That was a match that we were watching. Very close one, right? That Volskaya, you were on Falstad.
Yeah.
Got the core all the way down to 8%. That Curse game was very close as well. I mean, what was going through your mind on that Falstad game in the first one? Like, did you think you had it? Did you think it was, like, very close? Like, walk me through those last couple moments.
I thought we had it, but, like, a wave spawned and our cat is inted and didn't hit the core. Like, if that wave didn't spawn right then, it wouldn't have even been close. But, I mean, I inted kind of that fight because I flew up there. I could have probably just ended if I didn't join the fight.
You could have just stayed and not even...
Yeah, I think that game should have definitely been a win, but
yeah,
I was a little unlucky.
Okay, but I mean, still a very close series. I mean, looking at tomorrow's match, we have Team Wa versus Simplicity in the upper bracket final. Is there one that you favor over the other? Do you feel like it's a pretty close matchup? Like, what do you think is going to be the deciding factor between those 2 teams?
I think I would probably rather play Team Wa.
Team Wa? Okay.
I think
you'd rather play Team Wa. Damn, that's some shots fired. He thinks you're trash.
I think Simplicity is really good. They're really coordinated, especially in the macro, I think.
Gotcha.
It's really hard to play against them. I think that's like the main advantage they have is they're very good at playing together. Even though they're like kind of a new roster, like they have some new players playing, but they play really well.
And so why do you think they have that macro advantage? Do you think there's like a specific player? Do you think it's like the team or?
I think a lot of it's probably Kure. He calls a lot of stuff.
Gotcha. He does like a lot of the shot calling, a lot of that macro calling.
Yeah, he talks a lot.
Okay, I want to ask you, because I feel like Kelsier ended up playing Phoenix in that last game, right? But
Yeah.
when I think of Phoenix players, I think of you. I feel like you're the most like iconic Phoenix player in CCL, you know, in Heroes of the Storm right now. Why do you feel like that hero is so powerful in your hands, and why do you feel like other people don't play it as much?
It's really good. So the power of Phoenix is taking trades because of his shield.
Okay.
So you have to be really aggressive with the hero. And I like playing the warp build Phoenix. So I feel like it's a lot better late game than the other Phoenix builds because like the main strength of Phoenix is trading with other heroes, but that's mostly like an early game thing. Because late game fights are really quick, so like you don't really take those trades and then run around like you do in the early game. So like I think warp build helps with that. You can be like a psychopath and blink into the middle of the team, and sometimes it looks like I end, sometimes it looks like I pop up.
Yeah, sometimes you look like a god. Sometimes you're like, oh no, I insta-died.
People get really baited because you do so much damage, and then you get the 50 armor from the 13 talent. Like they think they'll kill you, but you kill them instead.
Gotcha. Well, and then also with 20, you get like the secondary shield,
Yeah.
right? So it's like you really start to become a bait. They're like, this guy's inting again, but in reality, it's not an int.
Yeah, no, it's really good, especially if you have a support that can save you.
Okay.
That helps.
Nice. All right, Gotfilth, I got one last question for you. What do you think will be the most important factor for your team going into tomorrow to like win the whole thing? Like, what do you think you guys need to do to really show up?
I don't know if there's really any one specific thing. I think it's just playing well. I think we can probably beat any of the teams here. I think we're probably pretty similar in skill level to like Wall and Simplicity. I don't think they're that much better than we are. I think a lot of it just comes down to like mechanical, personal things, and then sometimes some calls. But at the end of the day, we just have to play well.
Yeah, definitely. All right, everyone. This is Gotfilth with Diamond Hands. Just stay with me 1 second while we do the outro. I want to thank all of you viewers at home for watching this, for helping support the Heroes of the Storm esports scene, for making this LAN possible. You know, without you viewers, that's not achievable. We also want to shout out to Next Level Gaming for providing this space in Miami. I've been Michael Udall, one of your castors. You know, this is Gotfilth, but Khaldor was the other person casting with us. This is going to be it for us today. We're going to be starting tomorrow around the same time, around noon Eastern. So that's going to be around 9 PST for all of you. We're going to have 2 best of 5s followed with a best of 7 grand finals, and that is going to be weighted. Maybe best of 7, not guaranteed, depends on time, but it is going to be weighted. Not going to be a one game for the person. It's going to be they get first map pick and first pick for the first game. So yeah, it's going to be very exciting. Make sure and tune in tomorrow for the grand final Sunday. And if you enjoyed this, you know, please hit the follow button. We appreciate you all, and we will see you tomorrow.